But I think you gotta probably go into the acts more about like, what does she do? Make it all about her, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to feel that she's satisfied. You don't want to feel insecure. Follow her lead. Follow her cues. Don't listen to your cock. You know what I mean? Just follow her. Just listen to her body, what she's saying, what she seems to like, and maybe
let her have her way.
Just let her have her way.
Where's that from?
That's Jordan Peterson. Play the whole thing for me, Zach.
Yeah, let's hear it.
This is from Jordan Peterson's audio.
Sure,
Go ahead.
Stand by. Doing it up, stand by.
Saw my maternal grandmother sitting by the
I
bay.
saw my maternal grandmother sitting by the bank of a swimming pool, which was also a river. Her genital region was exposed dimly. It had the appearance of a thick mat of hair. She was stroking herself absent-mindedly. She walked over to me with a handful of pubic hair compacted into something resembling a large artist's paintbrush. She pushed this at my face. I raised my arm several times to deflect her hand. Finally, unwilling to hurt her or interfere with her any further, I let her have her way. She stroked my face with the brush gently and said, like a child,
That's really dark.
It's something.
It sounds like something happened to him.
Well, yeah, potentially. I mean, he is really dysfunctional, so that definitely rings true to me.
Well, caller, was that helpful?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, good. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
Thank you for talking to me about this.
I have more questions.
Oh, you have more questions? It's your show. I want to let you do your thing.
No, I listen. We're on the same wavelength here, but things. Have you guys ever done like explore different kinds of sexual? I don't want to. Maybe not fantasies, but like I don't know. Have you guys just go in there and do it missionary? Like, what's the extent of your guys' exploration?
Well, fantasies.
We've tried some stuff in the past, like role play or whatnot, but I feel like it always just comes back to as long as we're trying different positions and I don't know, trying to keep it interesting, it works.
Would you say when you say role play, what kind of role play are we talking about?
I'd like to know that.
Yeah, we can get into it.
Are costumes involved?
Well, here's the thing: we're both theater kids. Shout out Olivia.
Okay, perfect.
So we, I mean, there was a time where, like, I don't know, maybe she pretended she was a stripper and I was the client.
Oh my god, bro!
Have you? Okay, I am.
I guarantee that's not her.
I was about
fantasy,
who
brother.
Has she ever suggested a role play, or is it typically?
That was literally like year 2 of the relationship.
Bro, you are. This woman is a saint, bro. You gotta figure it out.
Has she ever suggested a role play, or is it all from your imagination?
It's my dark twisted fantasy, I guess.
Hey, what was her stripper name?
Cherry. I don't know. No, I'm just.
Bro, you are depraved.
My beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
Has she ever proposed a role play?
No, of course not, Ethan.
Would you ask her to, and she's like, I don't know?
No. It is like we had such a weird relationship to sex, meeting at 19 years old that we were kind of nervous to like bring it in.
Well, now you've been together for 6 years, so.
Yeah. I guess we could reopen the conversation.
Well, but you never asked her if she wanted to do one.
I think you know what she might like as a role play is you role play that you're on your first date and you don't know anything about her.
I do know something.
This is what she just wants. She's like, I want you get the chance to ask her questions. What do you do for work? What's your life like? I think that could be fun.
Also, you could role play as a guy who's taking her out on a date.
Yeah.
To like a nice romantic dinner. Yeah. And then you come home, you put on some music. This is role playing, of course. And then you kind of maybe you can cook her a meal. You know what I mean? Just talk with her a little bit, get lost in her eyes. Then all of a sudden, you make the move. You go for the kill.
Then I let her rip.
Then you come in your pants.
and then you take off the VR goggles.
But I am seeing a picture, if I can be frank with you, where it seems like your pursuit of sexual endeavors seems very much centered around your needs and desires.
Sure. Yeah.
But I will say it sounds like I said this already, but you know I'm glad to hear that it seems as though have evolved from that and are now trying. So
you care.
Keep doing that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've bought like toys and stuff for her, like stuff for her.
Does she use them?
We have, yeah, together. We do them together.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's a decent start. You ever use one of those fucking giant back massagers, bro, that look like Power Rocket?
I know what you're talking
Dude, back in the day, I mean, not to get too graphic, but
Go ahead.
that was like all we had, and it was like that thing started up like a semi truck. You know, that thing was.
It's
loud.
not for everybody, because that thing is
Yeah.
fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Did
for
that
sure.
work on her or no?
Oh yeah, but here's the thing: you could not put it directly on; it would like destroy her.
Too much.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a fucking jackhammer, dude.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I remember when I first started like masturbating as like a little like I was like a
Little-
kid. Like I was like
as a little
I
man.
was like I remember I was 10 and I had one of those like massager things and I put it on my penis but there was nothing happening, so it just turned red.
God.
It didn't feel good? Then why'd you do it?
No, it felt good, but it was like, you know, when you're like, I couldn't come back then, so my dick turning red was my version of coming. There was no gas in the tank.
You know,
So, look, I hope this call was helpful for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
bro, go romance her, dude.
Yeah.
Let her remind her why she fell in love with you.
Absolutely. Thank you,
know what
guys.
I mean?
Of course.
Get out there and keep that girl, bro.
Just for reset your penis.
Let it
is
rip
huge.
emotionally, like you
Let it
said.
rip emotionally.
You meant for dark.
Yeah, because-
That's the motto.
And it's true because maybe sex just isn't that important to her, and
Yeah.
and the closeness is what she likes. So
Yes,
give her
they
that.
finally got a point.
Yeah.
Rip a dart.
Go rip a dart, bro.
Go rip it out.
All right,
What is that one from?
that
what's
is
that on my
just
body?
a Nelp reference. Nelp.
I met a guy
I'm sorry.
who has been
I was trying to
in
go
all
one
of
and
their
one,
like
but
they have all
then-
these like taking a virgin to the
Now
club
that plan is kicked out the
videos.
window.
And I met the guy who
What happens when you bring a virgin to the club?
I haven't seen
He
the
lets
video.
it rip
Apparently.
in his pants. Bryce,
He just left, although I'm
Oh.
sure he'll hear the goodbye. I think
you know what?
Final thing for Bryce.
I think we nailed it. I think we did a good job with Bryce.
Yeah. That's
He's
a hard.
a young man. He's only 24.
Yeah, well, it's a hard thing to like when there's like insecurity.
Yeah.
You know, it's a hard thing. Like, how much can you help a person you're with? How much can you help their insecurity? Because battling insecurity is such a personal thing. You know, you have
Yeah.
to kind of
It's
face
the
it on your own
worst
a little
too.
bit.
You don't. Whenever you feel insecure in a relationship, it's the worst. So you definitely want to get on top of
It's
that.
hard because like more validation from other people is not the key to solving your insecurity. So it's like it's tough. You know, you have to do it on your own. But,
Well, that's
you know,
probably a lot of what's going to lead to on the road of cheating or infidelity is that if you're feeling insecure or unfulfilled in some way, emotionally is what's going to cause people to cheat, in my opinion, unless you're just a straight up sex addict, because you're gonna want to fill that emotional hole, and it's gonna feel really good for you to do that until you realize what a mistake you made. But yeah.
I'm with some bitch. Like, I'm cheating, right? Like, I'm being a scumbag.
who is that?
That's Keemstar.
You have so much lore.
Go ahead and play the one of
Yo, bro, I met this high school girl that was hot as fuck tonight.
he's 40. And play the other one, the recent one.
What is this from?
He has a show. Go ahead, play the recent one, Zach. You know what I'm talking about? About the 16.
I don't have that one.
Oh my!
Jesus.
you get the idea.
Can you pull that, please?
Yes.
Let's move it on. Oh, did we get Oni back?
I don't think so. I sent them a
Damn.
message too. Maybe
I wanted
they,
to talk to you. That sounded like a good one.
Yeah, I
it's actually
agree.
cool.
But
Can I see what's going on?
Sure. You see any good ones here?
Yeah.
You can pick the next one here. We have a lot of options.
How about Jeter Griffin?
Which number is that?
7.
Needs help with being chronically online. It's very broad. We like that one?
No,
Let's go. Let's
All
talk
right.
to Jeter Griffin. which
Jeter
sounds like a
Griffin is
fake-ass name.
I'm bringing
Family
him in
Guy ass sounding motherfucker.
right now. Mr. Jeter,
I don't know exactly.
are you there?
hi.
Oh, yo, hi.
What's up, Jeter?
What's up, y'all? Just gonna get some lunch. How are you guys?
Doing good. What? So you say you're chronically online. What are you chronically online doing?
Pretty much taking.
For someone chronically online, it's got a pretty shitty
You
internet.
gotta work. Yeah, exactly. That's a very true point there.
All right, all right. Is that working?
That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
very
you sound good.
All right, sorry, I was connected to my Bluetooth.
You were connected to your Fitbit?
Yeah, my Fitbit.
Well, I can certainly understand why it was a poor connection. What are you doing online so much?
You know, the amount of time I think I spend on your specific, Discord chat, it's probably pretty bad. I
Oh.
don't really talk to much people. Like, really, I don't know. I guess I'm just socially awkward, just scared. But like, I don't know. I like the only group chat I'm in is definitely the general chat, and it's like,
So you're online. You're not like doom scrolling. I'm sure there's a little bit of that, but you're most of the time is spent like chatting with other folks.
I guess sometimes when
Right.
I get like that confidence to do it.
Does it make you socially anxious even to have like internet conversations?
Honestly, yeah. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I think what it is just really how to carry a conversation without running it into a wall. You know what I mean?
I mean, I gotta say this: you're on.
Sounds great.
You sound like
Sound
great.
very
Like,
comfortable.
but I understand there's
Yeah.
people. It's easy to hide it.
I was having the same thing. You sound very comfortable right now.
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess it's like kind of that thing. I'm a musician, so when like you go on stage, you kind of just stop thinking. You just kind of
Yeah.
do. You know.
What do
So
you?
I guess.
Go ahead.
What was that?
Do you have a lot of like friends in real life?
Well, I mean, I did, but I think after the pandemic and all that, kind of just isolating myself,
Uh-huh.
it like now when I went back to like the original friend groups I have, like I feel like I'm just like, hey, you know what I mean?
Like you neglect, like you were neglecting them for so long, so to re-enter would be.
I guess so. It's that uncomfortable, like, hey, how long has it been? How are you, pal? I don't know. The small talk is what gets
You
me.
guys
You know?
You guys lost the connection.
What do you do? Can I ask what do you do with your life?
Well, right now, actually, because I'm kind of in between finding a job. I recently got into a car accident where on the day of when I was supposed to start a new job. So, ever since then, it's just been like a constant circle of just applying. I got in a couple interviews, but it's just, not coming through. And so, besides that, just spending my time watching the podcast. So, yeah, I guess I am doom scrolling because, I'm always on Twitter. I'm always on every single social media,
But
And I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is how brain rotted I feel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not the chronically online though. It's probably the fact that like you're unemployed. That automatically, and you're gonna find a job. You're gonna get there, but that's gonna leave a lot of free time. I think what you're feeling is probably a temporary. And I get this even when I have too much free time. I just feel bad.
Yeah.
When you have idle hands, you just feel like, why am I here on this earth at this moment?
You ever like find when you have nothing to do, you just go into your habits. Like you ever like find yourself on the internet? Like you're like, oh, I'm on TikTok. This wasn't even like I didn't even make the decision to pull out my phone and go on the app. I just found
it's like
myself.
a muscle memory.
I think when TikTok gives you the, you've been scrolling for a minute time, I've been like,
that I hate that because it just makes you're like, fuck, bro, and you don't listen, right? You just feel bad.
So what's the dream, Jeter? What's the ideal life for you?
Well, see, I don't know. I guess the main thing is I just want to be comfortable, I feel like, when it comes to like a certain thing, like say like right now being in front, like, not even though I'm not in front of a lot of people, but like, talking to you guys with people, listening, it's like, I get into this headspace where I'm not really thinking, I'm just kind of doing, and I'm trying to translate that into like just everyday life where I'm not feeling like this weird pressure to like, I don't know, this I guess at the small talk, I feel like I don't like that bullshitting that. I want to like,
you don't have to do it. You don't have, like, when you see your friends for the first time in a while, you can look them in the eyes and go, how is your life going? You don't have to play a role of some kind that you think you're like forced to play.
I guess the thing is, it's because I'm not that I'm introverted, but I'm just friends with extremely extroverted people.
Okay.
So, like I said, since I isolated myself and I came back, they've always been like, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of like, they were still hanging out during COVID, they were still doing all that stuff. I was just staying inside, hanging out with my girlfriend or doing any of that.
You have a girlfriend?
But now when I try to go out into the outside world,
whoa. You have a girlfriend?
Oh yeah.
Bro, you're fine.
Whoa!
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not really struggling on the relationship
I'm just saying, bro, like, I assumed that you were like single as shit. Just based on what you're saying.
I mean, look,
that's a huge thing you have resolved there in your life.
Well, I'll be honest. Like I said, like when I was younger, I was a little extrovert. Before the whole COVID stuff, I was kind of like, chat it out or whatever. And now, being recessive as hell.
I think you just need a job, bro. You have too much free time.
Yeah,
that's my assessment.
I think more time where you can be with people not on the computer is always good. Of course.
It just also sucks because, like I said, like since the social media is brain rotting my brain. Like if I'm in like a setting where it's serious, kind of like on the chestnut thing, I kind of relate to that. My brain just kind of,
Yeah, play the song, Zach, for Lyle. I recently played this song. Over a acquaintance of mine, very nice girl. She was crying about something horrible that had happened, and I played that.
Oh.
And it did not go well.
Okay.
It was a controversy I recently had.
Well, how does it, Jeter? How does this tie into what you were saying about re-entering?
I'm just trying to explain the lore.
Right, no. About how you mentioned it, so it ties in somehow. How does that tie in?
Yeah,
is it just an example of like
he empathizes with me?
Okay, I thought it was like you're chronically online. You're speaking in lore of podcasts and memes.
That too. That's my language is literally all like, we got wings and fish, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's like,
do you said you want to be? Do you desire to be offline? Like, you really actually want? Because look, you don't have to
go on a hike, bro.
Do you desire to be offline? Like,
there's probably hiking trails near you. Right?
Well, see, that's the thing. I do everything alone. Like, I do everything I guess someone would do. I go to shows alone. I sometimes go, but I'm just trying to like learn to just not run conversations into a wall. And I guess I could do that by also getting a job and being forced to do it.
What's the last show you went to alone?
I actually saw this band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
I love those guys.
Are you serious, bro? Did you say that because you know Dan's a super fan?
Stu McKenzie, that guy's the GOAT. You already know.
When you were at the concert, did you try to talk to anybody, or were you keeping to yourself?
I wasn't really trying to talk to people, I guess. That's true. But I mean, I would get into the pit by myself. I'd do stuff like that.
Did you have a desire? Okay. Did you have a desire to talk to people, or that you were afraid of?
Because,
or
I mean, honestly, looking at other people's groups and they're all like having a good time. They're, just shit like that. I'm just like, you know what? I wish I had someone I can just invite to a show and let's just go. You know,
There's
let's
people,
just go
but
to the show.
you're at the show and there are people. And here's the thing: I've thought about this for my own thing. If you put yourself out to like, if there's a group of folks at a concert or something, and you're like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" and you try to talk to them, and they rebuff you, it's not that big of a deal. You came into